Good morning, welcome to Table Talk. We are happy to have you with us. I'm Sandy with Pine Needles, and with me is Shannon.
Good morning.
Morning. And as we are speaking, it has started to snow.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. So it's, we're filming on Friday, if you're wondering, because I don't know if it's going to be snowing on Monday.
It might not be. But the inversion's been so bad.
Yeah.
We need
You
the
need to
moisture
clear out
to
this
clear it
air.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
My asthma, my dad's asthma, my
Has it
kids'
been bad?
asthma. Oh, it's been horrible.
Yeah.
Can't breathe.
So we're happy to have a little bit of snow. Not sure if I'm prepared yet for last year revisited, but if it is, we'll get through
We had a lot last year.
Yeah.
You even closed the store once, didn't you?
I think I did.
Because
I think we did.
The snow was
yeah.
so bad.
Yeah. So
Just wasn't worth it. But I know. So today, like you said, it's Friday.
Yeah.
I'm headed to This Is the Place Monument. They do it's Christ Kindles market.
yeah, that's right.
It started on Wednesday, and I always go. Eric and I always went. So today I'm going with Nicole and Ariel, and Ariel's 2 kids. So that's going to be interesting.
Oh, cool.
But
And how's Erica doing?
good.
Good.
Well, she edited and everything. The last video, I didn't do any of it.
I was like, wow, Shannon, you got it down.
No,
No,
I did not.
sweet Erica.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway,
I know your patients need you, but we need you too. So,
I know
happy to
she's
have her do
had
that.
busy schedules, so yeah, it gives her something to do in between patients, right? Who needs to chart?
That's right. Oh my gosh.
And we talked about you were going to have a little getaway.
I did.
To
so
prepare.
I took almost 3 full days off. And I seriously sat in front of the window, and the Christmas tree there had the Christmas lights on, even though it was daytime. I didn't care.
No, it doesn't
With
matter.
my computer, and I worked all day nonstop.
Good for you.
And I think I got some things accomplished.
Good.
So watch soon for information on the new bowl club.
We're getting there.
The projects have gone to the stitcher. Pat is working on them. I sent them yesterday.
Oh, good.
So as soon as she gets them back, I'll do the finishing, and we'll announce what we're doing.
Okay. Yeah, I talked to Kathy a little bit. She said she talked to you a little bit.
Yeah.
I did not bug you.
I told them the store's burning down, but otherwise leave me alone.
I bugged Kathy instead.
Yeah.
Well, I texted Kathy and I said, I need to talk to you, but I knew that you guys had meetings yesterday. I said, so it's no hurry, just call me when you get a second. And I would see that she would try to call me. It would pop up on my iPad, but it never popped up on my phone. Oh. And so she tried to call me a couple of times, so I called her, and my phone was on Do Not Disturb.
Oh.
I don't know
Mine
why.
was on silent yesterday, and because we'd had meetings with the village in the morning,
Right.
Kathy and I, and so I turned it on silent so that it wouldn't go off during our meetings, and I forgot to turn it back on, and I couldn't find my phone. Imagine that. Sandy saying, "Have you seen my phone?" I
thought you put a little tag on it.
Well, no, I put the tag on my keys.
Oh, your keys. You need one
Which
on your phone.
then I took the
too.
tag off my keys and put it in my purse when we went to Disneyland, because I thought then if I
Lost your purse.
lost my purse, then it was,
Yeah.
But now every time I leave the house, that purse is still at home. I don't use it. And
It'll
now it
alert
tells
you.
me that I've left my keys behind, but I need to get it back on my keys. Anyway, so Randy is like, I'm like, call on my phone. And he's like, well, where's your watch? Because I can do my...
Yeah, you can do you
and
can
it
ping
pings.
it. Yeah.
But I couldn't find my watch.
Oh, I'm going to have to come and organize your house.
Because I had tried to leave those things away from me while I was doing, I'm like,
You didn't want any distractions.
But
Okay, I guess. So did you find your phone?
I did. I said, call it, and he called it, and
It was on silent.
but it was on silent, and I finally did find it.
It wasn't like in the fridge or anything weird like that.
It was on my mom's sewing table because she'd asked me to help her with some binding, and so
Sometimes you have to just like
yesterday I was-
retrace your steps.
I did, and I was like, I know it's here somewhere, but I couldn't find it. Anyway, I did. So we're all back.
You know,
together.
Erica's yard, when she moved in the house, it just had junk all over it. So we took a day to kind of clean up and,
Yeah.
get gloves and pull stuff out and throw stuff away. But she found a tag
Oh,
on
really?
the ground. Yeah, an apple tag.
Oh.
And when she picked it up, it started beeping. I'm like, so somebody
interesting.
was afraid they'd lose their house, or
Yeah.
I'm sure they just lost the tag.
But
yeah, Jason's like, that's not going to do you any good. You might as well throw it away.
Yep, exactly.
You never know.
Never know. So today we are going to talk in honor of the snowing environment we have here. Talk about kind of some snugglies, some flannel snuggles, and we've shown these before, but we're going to just kind of
Eric
go over
and
a
I
few
showed
things.
this when we were in New Mexico, but we didn't have the actual quilt. It was just a picture.
okay.
The quilt in person is just
It's
so
so
much
soft
better.
and
It's just
snuggly.
cute, yeah. And when these flannels came in, I just loved them.
It's really pretty.
They're just cute and fun flannels.
And so this is called.
And don't you feel like this could be winter and not just Christmas?
Yeah.
Very wintry.
And this is called Winter Flannel Patchwork.
Oh,
so and
perfect,
these are
yeah.
both quick
put together.
because they're just patches. you
So
know?
these squares look a little bit bigger than these.
Yeah, these are, I believe, 6.5-inch squares.
Okay.
And these are 5-inch squares, but these are all cut for you.
Oh, that one's ready to go.
So it's all ready to go. It has the binding, your 4 flannel charm packs, and your pattern. So
Perfect.
also, Wendy finished a couple of our self-binding blankets.
Oh,
So we've got a
That's
little girl
adorable.
version, and these kits are available. And then,
and what does it say? What is it called on the back
well,
there?
this one I'm going to have to give you new because these are not photographed on the website, so I'm going to have to add
Oh,
these to it.
okay.
I'll photograph them. They're just in store right now, but I will get a picture because we just have a variety of them. But
Right.
So, and then this is the little boy version. It's got cute animals and
That's really cute. I love that.
stars.
My daughter would have
These
used
are
this for
so
her
soft.
daughter.
Yeah.
The colors.
Yeah,
mean,
I like this minty.
Yeah, I do too.
It's
Love
minty.
it. It is really
So-
soft.
So we've got a couple of new ones of those in for little baby snuggles.
Love the flannel.
And Janice was in. Janice is one of our fun customers that was in. And she
seen
was
her
saying that, well, then you're just not here enough. Because we
Well, I
see
was
Janice
gone
on
for a
occasion.
month.
Yeah, that's true. And she was saying that she had made one of these for her grandbaby.
Oh.
And the grandbaby was in it the other day and she was just snuggling and she said it was so soft. So, love it. We did have some new cross stitch come in.
Oh no, I've got to edit this one and put it on because if Erica sees this, I'm in trouble because I can already tell this top one is adorable.
So,
Oh, that's cute.
you know, Blackbird Designs, I
Love
say
them.
this is new in our shop. Blackbird Designs has republished a lot of their previous patterns that had been retired. So this is a fun one. This is called Peppermint and Holly, and it's got lots of different Christmas.
That's
projects
cute.
in it.
A lot of cute ones.
Yeah.
I love
It's-
Blackbird Designs.
I do too. I love Blackbird. They really are
So
one of
had
our
they
most popular.
published, I mean, you might not even know this, had they published these as individual patterns and now
No,
they're in a book?
this was a book.
It was a book
It was a book
originally.
originally published, and it was retired, and now they have reprinted. So they've re-released this project.
Cute.
So, another
Oh,
person that
cute.
so Prairie Schooler had retired
Right.
a lot of their patterns,
Mm-hmm.
and with the uptake in interest in cross stitch,
Mm-hmm.
Prairie Schooler has also re-released a lot of their patterns. This is book number 28. So this
Oh,
was
wow.
one of their first projects.
Wow.
And
I
so
love
that's
the
out.
love the stockings.
Yeah.
That stocking with the Santa looks like, because Erica's done a bunch of
Yeah.
Prairie Schooler Santas.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be a Prairie
Yeah.
Schooler.
And
Somebody's
then-
trying to come in there a little early.
Yeah, it's probably one of our employees.
No.
So there are 3 patterns now called, and I don't speak French, so forgive.
Pierre Noel.
Pierre Noel. There is
You want
one.
me to hold one?
This one is by Hands On Design. And then there are 2 by Madame Chantilly. Is that Madame Chantilly? No.
No.
Tralala. Sorry.
Tralala.
Tralala.
Oh, I like it. One Santa is green and one
is
is
in
red.
red.
And they both,
Yeah.
and it says Pierre Noel Vert, must be green, and
Yep.
Pierre Noel
Noel
Rouge, which is probably the red.
Yep.
Those are both adorable.
Yeah, they're really cute.
Really, really cute.
Hands On Design did another one, which I really like, called The Tree Lot. And that one is a fun one. And I have a wooden Christmas tree upstairs. I think this would be so cute.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of finishing in the rectangle like they did,
Yeah.
to finish it
And a
tree
tree
shape
shape.
on the wood.
And that's
you know.
a nice, the way they finished it is
Yeah.
nice. It's just a little
Cute.
different.
Mm-hmm. We've got a couple new patterns by Sweet Wing, and this one is called A Little Winter. There's also adorable. A Christmas one that they did. And Jardin, again, these French, Jardin Privé or something. Oh, and I can't even tell you. A Cour du Village. A Cour du Village.
I didn't take French, so I don't know.
So these will be under new cross stitch. You'll find them there. And Little House Needleworks. Cute. One of my favorites always. Yeah. Their tags. This is called Sweet Petites.
Really cute. And she's done some other petites.
She has. Yeah. Yeah. And I love all of her tags that she's done, the little petites. And that one is kind of a Christmassy theme.
It's really cute.
New cross stitch. If you're looking for a fun Christmas read, there is a book by Anne Hazelwood. We've heard good reviews on her books. And this one is called Christmas Wish Quilt.
I think I'm going to have to buy a couple of books for my mother-in-law.
Yeah, I think Christmas. This would be a fun gift to a quilting friend or something, a little book.
Yeah, so I went to see my mother-in-law yesterday because Thursday is hair day.
Okay.
I took her up to get her hair done while I was gone.
She's still doing the once a week hair appointment? Yeah, I remember when my mom did that.
Yes. While I was gone, Nicole was kind enough to take her. And my mother-in-law would give her a tip. She gave her $10 one week. She gave her $20 one week. She never gives me a tip.
Yeah, but,
Anyway, so I'd gone in. I went up to visit her. I feel bad, like picking her up, taking her to get her hair done, and just dropping her off. So we pulled into a parking spot. And I thought, I'll come up and visit for a while. And she was thrilled. So I went in and walked into her little place, and she had just a cute little kind of wool wall hanging. I said, that is adorable. I said, that's so cute. And she's like, yeah, she said she'd done a little Christmas one with Santa and I think a reindeer or something. She wanted to hang outside of her door. And she took it downstairs for breakfast one morning to show her friends that she eats breakfast with. And the guy that waits on her asked if he could buy it to give to his mother, to mail to his mother. Uh-oh. And she says, well, I don't really sell my stuff. So she made him this little spring thing that she was going to give to him to send to his mother. But she says, I need you to take me to Pine Needles because I need a back and binding so I can get it quilted.
Sweet.
But I'm like, oh, you're so nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's sweet. Yeah. So but I'm like, how did you get that done so quickly?
Yeah.
She's
quick. Amazing.
Yeah, she is.
So she's finding friends and enjoying where she's living.
Yeah, it's taken a while to kind of, get in the swing of things. And she's so sweet. She said to my husband, I was gone. She says, I haven't had pizza in a really long time. They don't serve it there. She said, I would love a pizza. So I was talking to my husband one night while I was in with Erica, and he says, yeah, I think I'll go pick up my mom a pizza on Monday morning and drop it off, and then she can just kind of snack on, eat it all week. And I said, well, why don't you pick up pizza and go eat with her?
Yeah.
He's like,
that's an idea.
I guess I could do that.
That's not a guy thing.
Yeah,
I
would say they just don't think all the way through. Yeah. So they did that, and she's like, you would never believe what Jason did. I thought that was so sweet. I'm like, yeah, you can take all the credit, honey, but yeah.
Good job, Jason.
Yeah, way to go, honey.
And Shannon. Yeah, that's not the way guys' brains think.
No, they don't. Yeah. They do not think that way at all.
My husband has been going sometimes at night to stay with his dad and mom. Yeah. There's someone there during the night now. It used to be they had someone 24 hours, but now it's just in the evening. So last night he said, my mom wants me to come early to visit with my dad. My dad wants to visit with me. So I'm going a little early. And so I was like, I wonder what he wanted to visit with. So Randy went, and I said, well, what did he want to visit with about? And he says, oh, nothing. My mom just said he was tired of looking at her.
He needed a change of scenery.
So, when you're just stuck in the house and the two of you and you're,
it's
you
true.
need some new face.
Yeah. I went with my parents. They like to go to a meat place.
Yeah.
That's Snyder's up in Holiday.
Yep.
And we haven't been for a long time. And my dad, he kind of lets me do the driving now. He can drive and he does fine. Yeah. But if they can get me to go, then I do the driving. So we went up there, and their whole focus was to buy enough stuff so that if, when bad weather came in, that for the next, 3 or 4 days they would have stuff to eat, which they do.
Yeah.
But it just was so funny watching them, pick out their stuff. What would you like to eat?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, then they might be calling me. Can you come over? We're tired of looking at each other.
Yeah, it's true.
But they usually go get something to eat like at 2 o'clock. And
yeah. So if you know a shut-in, especially at this time of year when it gets cold, if you know someone that's shut in, they just need a new face to look at.
Yeah, just a little friend.
They could use someone else to come and watch The Price is Right with them.
Wheel of Fortune.
My sister's
right for years.
Oh, then you haven't been to my house. Then you have not been.
I need to go visit your mom.
That's right. You need to visit my mom. You'd watch The Price is Right and Let's Make a Deal.
No, they still do Let's Make a Deal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They do. Anyway, I digress.
Wow.
Okay, and last week we talked about the little projects for the mini charms.
Oh, yeah.
I dropped my mini charm back there, but trust me, it used a mini charm. So this is another new pattern called Spools on Parade Pouch.
Oh, that's cute.
And it uses like a fat eighth of a couple fabrics and then just your mini charm.
Cute.
So that's another fun little mini charm.
Yeah.
And speaking of mini charms, we had a giveaway from last week.
Yes, we did.
So last week we showed the mini charm done into the charm. What's the name of that?
little basket.
Basket of charms.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy. I always mess up on that. I'm sorry.
That's why we have Kathy. She
That's why we
remembers
have
all the
Kathy.
names.
She's my brain.
She's
my
really
brain.
good at that.
I want you to know that I am not as scatterbrained as I may appear.
You're not?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You're not. Is she, Kathy?
I mean, I've been doing
Kathy's
this for
laughing
27 years.
No, you are very successful. Hey, this is the thing. This is the thing. Kathy and I might like to have things done really quickly and, but you always get stuff done. It always works out and you always get stuff done.
But I stress people around me. I know. And some of you that have a child that's ADD.
Yeah.
Or an adult that's ADD can relate.
I've worked here for a very long time.
Yes, you have.
It's 17 years.
Yep.
17 years I've been here. And I remember at the beginning kind of going,
oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh, why can't we get this pattern? It's Sandy's pattern. Why can't? And finally Jason said, is this your store? And I said, no. He's like, it's Sandy's store. So why do you worry? I'm like, okay, well, I guess if she's not worried, then I don't need to worry. And so ever since then, I just, it will happen when it happens.
Yeah.
But you know what? I have to say, I really, really, really like the Kathy edition since I've started working here because I can text Kathy or I can text you and Kathy. And sometimes it's just for you. But Kathy, I know Kathy will say,
we'll follow up. Yeah.
Sandy, did you get back to Shannon? Sandy, did you answer Shannon? Sandy.
Yeah. So Kathy's my mom in the store saying, did you? Okay, so we have our comments from the last week's post.
We had a lot of comments.
We did have a lot of
Thank
comments.
you, everybody.
So we're going to do a drawing.
Nice.
So Shannon, do you want to draw a kind of?
Oh dear, I'll dig down.
Go in there and.
The pressure's on.
So the winner gets the mini charm and the basket of charms pattern. And that goes to
Doreen Kittle.
And what was our question?
3221. The question was,
what are you making for Christmas?
What are you making for Christmas? And she says, I have been cross-stitching a winter sampler from Little House Needleworks. I have finished the quilt I'm giving for Christmas. I would love to do a project with mini charms. I haven't used them before.
Well, there you go.
Well, Doreen, you get a chance to use them. So Doreen, if you can email me at contactus@pineneedlesonline.com, we can arrange to get you your gift.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
So this week, I did want to show this before we do this week's giveaway.
This is so cute.
This is a table runner done by the fabulous BJ. And this is
Very
called
cute.
Winter Pineapple because these are pineapple blocks.
Yes. I love the little fussy cut with the
Little snowman.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
Very cute. And I think again, this you could keep this out all winter.
Absolutely.
Not just
Absolutely.
Christmas.
And this comes with the foundation paper pieces
Oh.
from It's So Emma that you need to do the blocks.
Oh, cute.
So if you haven't done foundation paper piecing, they just turn out perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Just really a fun table runner.
That's really cute.
So that is available in a kit, and it is again called Winter Pineapple. The kit is $32.95, includes your front binding, your foundation paper pieces.
So you just need to buy your backing.
You just need your backing. Yep. So that's cute.
Great.
All right, this week we are going to give away a pair of, Lori Holt has come out with, through Riley Blake Designs, some new small scissors. They're a little bit bigger than like an embroidery scissor, but they're just a great scissor for your bag. Yeah. And they come in navy, in pink, and then in this green color.
Really cute.
Yeah, really cute. So we're going to give away a pair of these scissors. What's our question today?
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Yes.
And it's not Die Hard.
That's what she says, and it can't be Die Hard. I said, someone's going to say Die Hard. It's always on the list of Christmas movies, but
it's kind of like, okay, this is like a separate question. If you know the answer to this, please, on your Christmas movie comment, tell me, why is My Favorite Thing's a Christmas song? Doesn't even mention Christmas in it. But you hear it all the time as a Christmas song. And for years, my girls have always said, Mom, why is this a Christmas song? I'm like, I don't know.
It's not. It's a Sound of Music song.
That's exactly. So I decided yesterday, I thought, I'm going to listen to something a little different, Christmas music. So I pulled up Kenny G. I thought, I'll play his Christmas music because that just sounded what I wanted at the time. And lo and behold, he played My Favorite Things. I'm like, this is not a Christmas song.
My friend has a goal that through the Christmas season, her goal is to never hear the song Christmas Shoes.
You know what? I haven't heard that yet this year.
Worst song ever. Worst song ever.
I don't love that song either. I want happy.
Sad Christmas song.
I want happy.
And so she'll be like, she'll post like on the 20th here, oh, I almost made it.
Because what does she do if she's in a store and it comes on?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, I thought I was going to make it this year. But Natalie, that's her goal, to get through the Christmas song. So what's your favorite Christmas movie? That's what we want to know. We will draw from the comments and send you a pair of Lori Holt's new scissors.
Okay, so that's a good gift.
Yeah.
I like those, sometimes you need to like cut something a little bigger and you have your little scissors and it takes forever. So
Robin bought a pair and she said they were great.
Oh, really?
Robin really enjoyed them. Yeah.
So maybe they would be good like for if you're a wool applicator.
If you're a wool applicator, I'm going to open one up. So, they have a good feel.
Yeah, they're cute. I like the colored handles.
Yep, I do too. Everything's always prettier when it's got a little splash of color.
Yes.
What's your favorite color here, Shannon? What would you say for you?
I really like blue. Blue would be me. Green would be Erica. Nicole would probably do blue. You guys would be pink.
Everything's always cute when it's pink.
I know. We have a lot of people in the store that like pink.
A lot of employees would go for the pink. Yeah. Since there's no aqua, it's going to be the pink.
Yeah, I'm a blue.
So anyway,
blue person.
Thank you for joining us for Table Talk, and we hope you are enjoying your Christmas season. And remember to comment your favorite movie, and we will see you next week. Oh, and like and share and subscribe. We had a lot of comments. Don't forget to watch next week. I'm hoping next week to be debuting what we're doing for our Bold Club replacement for next year.
Okay.
And Anna's too.
Oh, and we'll have Anna's. Yeah, and I'll have. Oh, yeah, we've got some new monthly things coming up for next year. So,
next year could be exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.